The NBA Conference Finals on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Game one is upon us, and this looks like it will be a fantastic series. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. For the Heat, they're enjoying a terrific postseason run. Only one loss so far. A definite title contender, but they're just taking it one game at a time. Here we go. Conference Finals. 4 teams left. Shaq, what can a lower seed do to try and pull an upset?
You can't take any plays off. What you may lack in talent, you have to make up for.
Agreed.
In hustle.
Agreed. Execution is critical as well. You can't give away anything, Ernie. Like, this is a part of the time. When you're in the conference finals, like, everything is a big shot. And the end of quarters and the end of games are important.
All right. Now with the tip coming up shortly. Time to send it to Kevin Harlan. Been waiting all day for this. Take it away, Kev.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Philadelphia 76ers stormed through round 2, going on a rampage, sweeping in 4 straight victories. With plenty of rest, and now looking for a conference title, they face a new adversary as they go up against the Heat. The Eastern Conference Finals, coming up next.
For these two teams, 2 rounds down, 2 to go. The battle for the Eastern Conference continues. Game 1 of the conference finals. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It's the Philadelphia 76ers and the Miami Heat. Taking a look at Miami, so important in a 7-game series to maintain the home court advantage. The fans, the players, the coaches, guys, they know it's all on the line.
And they're ready to go. I mean, as we can hear, so are their fans. This can be an intimidating building to play in when the crowd is this charged up. That alone gives them a huge leg up.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Robert Covington. Davis is out there with Embiid. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Smith in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Covington. Smith the pass to Embiid. 5 to shoot. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I mean, stellar work on the offensive end. Indeed, I mean, his reach helps him track down many second chance opportunities.
Simmons against Richardson. And here is Drummond. It's George on the wing. Goodbye, Simmons. 3-pointer. No good there. And Philadelphia the other way now. Smith feeling it out a bit. Pass to Covington. They get a hand on it. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Embiid, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the Heat.
George against Davis. And George kicks to Adebayo. Back to George. It's stolen by Davis. Right side Simmons. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Oh, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open 3 like that.
Passes it to Richardson. Covington against George. Pass to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Embiid.
Clearly a foul.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of this game.
2.
And the first one at the line is good. Oladipo hits them both. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Down low. Here's Simmons. That shot off. And the Heat going the other way now.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Inside. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Second, Joel Embiid. Third is Andre Drummond.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
Smith outside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. It's Covington on the wing. Defended by George. Shot clock at 3. Simmons inside the line. Miami grabs the miss. From past the arc. That one misses. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Smith wide open. He fires. And he hits it to tie the game up. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Heat have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Richardson against Smith. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Simmons on the wing. Guarded by Oladipo. Simmons finds Embiid. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Throughout his career, Drummond has averaged more than a block per game. He really goes all out on defense.
Richardson, no luck.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time.
Here's Smith. And it's good off the back rim and in. Smith's got 5 points so far. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Nerlens Noel comes in for Embiid, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Smith. Miami trailing. Now here's Richardson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. From deep. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
To the inside. And slam dunk by Noel.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
The pass to Oladipo. Looking to end the run. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Davis. George against Covington. Feeds it to Davis. George dishes to Richardson. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
And Redick kicks to Simmons. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Nice job to get to the rack before the D could get any help in the post.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the evening. And Miami making a change here. Nurkic is checked in.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
good from Simmons.
When it's clear Simmons is an elite player, he's 6'10", guard, pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron.
Now, here's Oladipo. "18 feet out, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound."
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you do everything right sometimes and still get the wrong result.
And Davis gets it to go.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Now here's Drummond. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Simmons kicks to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now, here's Oladipo. He kicks it to George. Yep, that one goes. George has got his second bucket of the night.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive end.
The 76ers leading by 7. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
He said he thinks his team is in a good place mentally and should come out strong tonight. Coach told me, we know this is the kind of moment where heroes are made. And GOATs as well. All eyes are going to be on us. And I told our guys that this is our time to shine. Well, we'll see if they can do that, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from three-point range than that one. That just wasn't in rhythm.
Paul George with the steal. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Outside, Simmons kicks it to Reddick. It's Noel, high post. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now it's an 11-point Philadelphia lead. Timeout called, the Heat.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. Right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Here's George. 5 points in the game. Richardson, no luck.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here's Simmons. Rebound by Nurkic. The Heat trail by 11. Oladipo taking his time here. Right wing. And Drummond kicks to George. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Drummond. Doesn't go for it. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Covington passes to Simmons. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George. Just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. King comes in for George. Wade, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Victor Oladipo. King outside. Wade finds Nurkic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
The toughness and the edge Nurkic provides, it's awesome. A physical big man. He makes an impact on both ends of the floor.
Pass to Smith. Up top, Embiid. Korkmaz kicks to Smith. To the middle. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Smith. And the 76ers lead by 8.
Oh, man, he's a polished interior player. I love seeing Embiid establish himself down low and then go to work.
And if that doesn't get too fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the top door tonight. Some high-flying antics to nail the deficit.
Give the loose key an assist on that. Get a body on him.
Nice shot by Smith.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Passes it to Winslow. Kicks to Nurkic. Shoots over Embiid. Nurkic can't hit. The 76ers leading by 8. To the inside. There's Noel. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Number 1, Andre Drummond. Nerlens Noel, 3rd.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
And the first one drops. Good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Wade with the ball for the Miami Heat, trailing by 10. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Shamet. Another miss by Philadelphia. Miami's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Count it. Winslow's got his second bucket tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Korkmaz. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Heat trail by 8. 6-second difference between shot and game plan. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Now the pass to Embiid. It's deflected. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities. Productive first quarter.
The 76ers leading by 5. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Wade and Winslow out on the wing. Nurkic is out there with Adebayo. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position.
And the energy Redick has is what gets him in these calls. I mean, he's difficult to guard sometimes without fouling.
For Philadelphia, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
That one is off.
An outstanding role player. Redick is an incredible sniper. He feels comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
He hits the second from the line. The Heat trail by 6. Here's Wade. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Nurkic in the post. Embiid's there. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Winslow.
Oh, not much you can do. At 7 feet tall, Nurkic uses his height to his advantage inside.
Outside, Redick. Tipped away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. Noel with it to the left side wing.
Defensive way. He plays with a real tenacity on this end. Amazing how he affects his shots with his game.
Winslow's shot is off.
I'm sure he'd say to himself, no excuse for missing that shot, even it's such a clean look.
Redick against Wade. The feed to Noel. And that's good. Lead pass to get it done. Noel's got 10.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Inside. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 4 points. The basket there from Adebayo.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Redick dishes to Embiid. Redick trying to get open. That one is good from Joel Embiid. He has 6.
And what a baller this guy is. The big fella, Embiid. I mean, he welcomes getting physical and overwhelms the defense with his size and muscle.
Now here's Wade. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Nurkic kicks to Dinwiddie. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen away. One-on-one here. Here's Korkmaz. Here's Embiid. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you what, it's like football. Having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
Timeout called, the Heat. Embiid with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Korkmaz. And Winslow pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Dishes it to Dinwiddie. 13 feet away. And that's good for 2. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really, how do you guard Embiid when he's this close? You almost have to foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
It's all about the fun-loving personality of Embiid. It's just awesome. I mean, this guy likes to have fun on and off the court.
And he can't hit the second. The Heat trail by 7. Wade with no one around. And the Heat, another 3.
You better at least get a hand up on Wade. I mean, he's more than capable of bearing the triple.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Shamet now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. So it's Miami now. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Good D by Embiid.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Here's Korkmaz. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Dinwiddie. And it's off the back rim. No good. Philadelphia leading by 6. And Redick kicks to Korkmaz. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Now, here's Wade. Knocks it loose. Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. And the 76ers call time here. And a new group in for the Heat. Andre Drummond's checked in for Nurkic. Paul George comes in for Bam Adebayo. Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Dinwiddie. Richardson, good.
Slowly's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Covington passes to Davis. Over George. Off the left rim and out. The Heat trail by 5. Winslow finds Oladipo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. George against Covington. Lock at 6. Fades. And it's Miami with another.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 5. He kicks to Noel. For 3, Covington. It's good from long range. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to George. Back to Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hat. Here's Davis. Up to the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Davis kicks to Simmons. Over Oladipo. No good from Simmons. The Heat trail by 4. Now Winslow. He has 6. Oladipo outside. Shoots. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Simmons. It's hauled in by the Heat. Drummond's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He's trying to help him add to this lead, but he just can't find his touch.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 4-point game. Oladipo, the pass to George. Winslow, the bounce pass. Drummond finds Winslow. Davis with the block.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a handoff.
Now here's Simmons. After the miss from Andre Drummond. Back to Redick, and Davis now top of the key. Here's Simmons. Simmons missing again. The Heat trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Simmons. 5 points in the game. To the inside. Here's Davis over Drummond, and that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 6.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. 5th on the list, Justice Winslow.
He is having so much success from beyond the 3-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Philadelphia leading by 3. And here is Simmons. He's got 5. Covington kicks to Davis. Five on the clock. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. George has got the ball. A nice shot by Winslow. He's got 9. And so here is Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 11 points. Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, just hitting a reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Justice Winslow. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Noel. And Smith subbed in for J.J. Redick. Nobody near George. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. 13 points for George.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
Smith outside. Simmons inside the line. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now here's Richardson. And Oladipo kicks to George. Clock at 6. Back to Oladipo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Oladipo's got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Smith finds Simmons. Over Richardson. And that one's good. Simmons got 7 points.
And this is what you want to see from Simmons. I mean, you want to see him drain the ball in the in-between spots. It only makes him more confident.
Oladipo, the pass to Drummond. Here's Simmons. And he jams it right over Andre Drummond. Wow!
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Well, you just got to respect the leaping ability of Drummond, leaving the floor effortlessly, throwing it through the hoop.
1:52 left in the first half of the game. And Simmons kicks to Smith. High post, Embiid working on Drummond. It's stolen by Oladipo. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And the rejection by Smith. There's 1:26 left in the first half of basketball. Passes it to Simmons. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, I like how hard he crashes the glass. Simmons knows he has the size and timing to keep possessions alive.
It's Richardson on the wing, covered by Smith. Here's Drummond. That one falls. And the Heat lead by 1.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Oladipo against Smith. Kicks it to Simmons. Over Richardson. No good from Simmons. And Miami shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. .24 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Richardson. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Drummond. And Embiid with the block.
Stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Heat lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building is where the action is happening. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Heat, they hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. If what we've seen in Game 1 so far is any indication, we're going to have quite a series on our hands. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Reminds me of Kenny's suit selection. Has been very, very sloppy. Way too many turnovers. They look unorganized, out of control. It's not pretty basketball. The good news, though, they're still in a great position to win the game if they just cut down the turnovers.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we welcome you back to the Eastern Conference Finals here on 2K Sports. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Embiid is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Smith in at the 2-guard. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Now, here is George. And it's Miami with another.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Smith kicks to Simmons. Over Oladipo. Simmons missing again. The Heat with the lead. Down low. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Smith. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Covington's shot is off. And for the Heat, they're shooting at 51%. Really solid. Oladipo outside. It's stolen by Davis. Simmons finds Davis. Cloak loose. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. George against Covington. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the pass to Richardson. Launches a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Richardson's got his third basket of the night.
He just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Smith the pass to Embiid. To the paint. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And yes, it's good. Simmons got 15 points.
And you see how comfortable Simmons is. I mean, he has the size and touch to be effective down there.
In the corner, it's Richardson. Now the dish to Drummond. Back to Richardson. Shot clock at 5. There's Oladipo. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
76ers have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. Free throw is good, now leading by 1. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Richardson kicks to Drummond. Pass to Oladipo. To the paint. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist by Oladipo. Oladipo's got his 4th assist in this one. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. There's Embiid, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Never easy trying to stop Embiid. Even when you foul him, he still finds ways to muscle shots in.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. free throw drops for Embiid. Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Drummond finds Oladipo. Lobbed up there for Drummond. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And a tremendous unleashed chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hat. Now here's Simmons. 15 points in the game, and it's in there. Simmons got 17 now. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Simmons against Oladipo. He kicks it to Drummond. Pass to George. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's George.
Known for his defensive chops, Covington's length and timing is what allows him to bother shooters.
Kicks to Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Greg, this game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
Now a timeout called by Miami. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
He is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
George passes to Adebayo. And George kicks to Oladipo. Here's the floater. And oh boy, a lot of contact here, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Miami shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw good from George. And both free throws good for Paul George.
What an advantage for a big man to have that smooth stroke at the line.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
Knocked away. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Yeah, and that's when he starts throwing it down. That's when they're coming at you from all angles.
Puts one up from 19. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Only so much you can do against Embiid down there. I mean, try to contest him, but his focus, I mean, it's commendable.
The Heat trail by 8. And Oladipo kicks to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Drummond outside. George. 6 on the shot clock. Not enough on that one as it misses. Here's Philadelphia. They're on an 18-6 run. And it's Smith missing. He'd have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Richardson against Smith. Outside, George. Pass to Oladipo. Shoots over Embiid. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Oladipo. Good on the triple. Oladipo's got 9.
When you see the work Drummond is putting in passing the ball, solid as spotting open move.
And the 76ers call time here. with some changes. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Andre Drummond. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Richardson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Philadelphia. And the pass to Simmons. Over George. No good from Simmons.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Now, here's Oladipo. 9 points in the game so far. Let's go. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
That's not a possession they'll want to repeat. Despite the points, they got to get a better shot than that.
Simmons on the wing. By Oladipo. And the dunk by Embiid.
The chemistry Embiid has with his guys. I mean, he seems to know exactly when to go for these alley-oops.
Wade finds Oladipo. Inside, it's taken away by Smith. Redick against George. Redick passes to Davis. Smith against George. Pass to Oladipo. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his fifth basket.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going in.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. He kicks it to Embiid. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
The height, quickness, the mobility of Embiid, what he possesses. It's just amazing. He's daring the defense to whack him.
First one falls for him. And Embiid drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Heat trail by 5. Wade kicks to Adebayo. Looking for George. He gets it there. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Redick finds Embiid. Redick against Wade. Shot clock at 6. Shamet. The shot misses. Nice D from Oladipo.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
I like the awareness on the court from Wade. He's excellent at scanning the floor to set up the open team.
Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Dishes it to Redick. Passes to Embiid. Out to the right wing. Outside, Redick. Kicks it to Embiid. Misses the 3. And it's Wade with the ball for the Miami Heat. They trail by 1. George. A basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Shamet by Oladipo. To Korkmaz, and it's sent back by George. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Wide open, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The 76ers trail by 3. It's stolen by Oladipo. In the corner, George with it. The pass to Wade. Here's Adebayo. He's covered by Noel. Out on his own on the break. Shamet, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw missing. A different look for Miami. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Adebayo. King comes in for George. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Oladipo. And the 76ers also making a change. Covington's checked in. And he's good on the second.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And there it is for him. Wade's got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Shamet, goodbye Winslow.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. Gotta give him a few big pats on the back.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand sling.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. The 76ers trail by 4. To Covington. 102 left in the third. That one wide left. It's Miami's ball. They're on a 19-7 run. And stolen by Noel. Shamet. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Now that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
Down low, there's Winslow. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Count it. Winslow's got 11 points.
Well, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the middle. Covington kicks to Noel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Reddick for 3. Doesn't go for it. Good D by Wade. Down low. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Nurkic. Over Noel. Can't get it to fall. The third quarter comes to a close. Heat out front, up 4. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Moment here now for an injury report. Now an update on Ben Simmons from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Philadelphia let me know the stats. He said he turned his ankle, and it is definitely starting to swell up. Hopefully he won't be out too long, but if he can't play, you know he'll be supporting his guys from the bench. They try to get to the NBA Finals. Kevin?
right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Fingers crossed, and hopefully it's nothing but good news from now on when David gives us updates on it.
They've got Dwayne Wade. Winslow is out there with King. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Dinwiddie in at the one. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Redick after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Shamet sinks the triple.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
The Heat leading by 3. Wade passes to King. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Dinwiddie in the corner. Winslow with it. Here's Nurkic, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And the Heat lead by 5.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive board.
Passes it to Embiid. His three-pointers off the mark. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The 76ers trail by 5. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Dinwiddie kicks to Wade. King outside.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. And so here is Philadelphia. 7-point differential. Wade against Redick. Embiid with it. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
To the inside. King with the steal. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Two shots.
That's good from Winslow. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The 76ers trail by 8. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Korkmaz. Here's Embiid. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You got to stay down on the shot fake, Kevin. I mean, once Embiid has you in the air, the rest is easy.
first one at the line is good.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
That one is no good.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Here's Dinwiddie. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers trail by 7. Outside, Redick. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
A nightmare to guard in pick and roll. Redick, just don't give him any space. He's going to knock it down.
There's Dinwiddie. King outside. Pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Embiid. And Nurkic gets it to go. And the Heat lead by 6.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
So that's because both offenses are relentless. Each side trying to close this thing out.
Joel, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. First free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard. And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, I agree. Anytime you crack the 20 mark in rebounds, this is special.
Philadelphia with the ball. Dwayne Wade's three-pointer that didn't go. Lock at 6. Korkmaz passes to Embiid. Shoots over Winslow. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Joel Embiid.
There's no fear in the eyes of Embiid. I mean, in fact, you could argue pressure situation make the big man perform better.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Pitch to Noel. To the paint. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
That's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as he keeps working.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Heat. Paul George is checked in for King. Josh Richardson comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Oladipo in for Dinwiddie. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. It's Covington on the wing, defended by George. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Drummond's checked in for Miami. The Heat leading by 5. Now Richardson. Back to Oladipo. He kicks it to George. Rebound by Smith.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
Now here's Simmons. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Heat on D. Leading by 5. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Smith penetrating.
Oh, just the commitment on defense from Drummond is infectious. Just a gigantic guy who is not easy to shoot over.
A clear look for George. Again, the miss by the Heat. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Covington against George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Covington.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count.
Miami leading by 3. And here's George. Got a piece of it. Covington with the steal. Excellent D there from George.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Richardson kicks to Nurkic. Over Noel. And it falls over the rim and in. 15 points for Nurkic.
A well-rounded offensive threat. I mean, games like this prove Nurkic is capable of dominating on this end.
Now here's Simmons. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Oladipo against Covington. And Oladipo kicks to George. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 7th assist in the game. The 76ers trail by 8. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Simmons dishes to Noel. The pass to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offense.
Pass to Richardson. Kicks to Nurkic. Back to Richardson. Oladipo outside. Fires the 3. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And it's good, 2 points. That's 23 points for Ben Simmons.
And once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
Nurkic kicks to George. Some nice ball movement by the Heat. And it's Drummond with the jam. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 15 rebounds. The 76ers trail by 8. Simmons on the wing. Guarded by Oladipo. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. And the Heat making a change here. Adebayo's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. And Philadelphia calls time here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. But we'll see what they run coming out there.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He wants to change it up defensively and get more people packed into the paint. He said they're beating us up down low. We have to put a stop to it. Let's see if they respond, Kevin.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Miami. It's Richardson on the wing. Simmons against Oladipo. Lets a floater go, and it's blocked by Simmons.
The reach of Simmons, I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Yeah, Greg, don't forget about hustle and determination on the glass. I mean, that's what it's all about. He's setting a great example.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here is George. Down low, it's stolen by Smith. Passes it to Simmons. And here's Embiid, guarded by Oladipo. Embiid inside, working on Drummond. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Philadelphia with the ball. 6 to shoot. Embiid finds Simmons. A three-pointer, no good.
Bad shots. This is the time to work the ball inside and get the best shot possible. I mean, that's the way to make the comeback happen. Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
The 76ers trail by 6. Pass to Embiid. Over Drummond. Embiid, no good.
I like what he was trying to do. Shake it with the fadeaway. Tough look.
The shot by George, no good. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Davis inside. He shoots again, and 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And Oladipo kicks to George. He dishes it to Drummond. George looking around. Oladipo for 3, drills the three-pointer. And the Heat lead by 9.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and is too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 9. 27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Covington passes to Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Things can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? Last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden, nothing's changed.
Oladipo against Simmons. Oladipo outside. And so it's the Heat winning this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Victor. You've been really playing well on offense of late. What's going right for you at that end of the floor?
Patience, man, experience, belief, faith, all the above, man. Just coming out here working on my game. I'm just going to continue to keep growing,
continue to keep staying close to my teammates, continue to keep working hard, and continue to keep getting better.
That is a crowded locker room with all those things in there. Thanks, Victor. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.